up, everybody? As you guys can see, we're gonna be doing another unboxing today. We got the FN Herstol Scar L. That is right. It's been a while since we've done one of these. I've been sticking to some gameplay, but I also haven't really bought anything new. And I decided, you know what? It was time to get this Scar L. There was a couple reasons for that. First off, it was on sale, so you know, if something's on sale, you gotta pick it up. But also, it's because I decided I'm gonna start going into some HPA. Now, yes, this is a gas blowback, but as you guys should know by now, it's been many, many years, you can run gas blowbacks with an HPA system. But the WE weapon system, I've heard they have a lot of aftermarket parts, and it's actually not a bad weapon system. I can obviously still run it off of gas blowback, green gas. This right here is the CO2. Well, it's the same model, but this came with the CO2 mag, and that's only because, like I said, it was on sale. We're gonna be running HPA, so it really doesn't matter, but it'd be kind of cool to see how that performs. But before we get into this unboxing, go ahead and hit this thing with a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, because I be checking, I be seeing. I know if you guys are subscribing. And let's get into it. Gotta open the box. Bam. So first thing first, we got the instructions. This is in the box. I have no idea what this is. Next thing, we have the magazine. It's nice, good quality. We'll have to see how that thing performs. And there we are, the Scar L. Now, I had to pull the plastic off because it had a lot of plastic on it, but this thing is super nice. The selector switch. Now, of course, if you guys don't know anything about scars, the real Scar, like in real life, it has a polymer bottom with a metal upper. So of course in Airsoft, if they want to try and keep it as realistic as possible, they do the same thing. Now, I don't know if you guys can really tell. You can tell the tan is a little bit different because, you know, one's metal, one's polymer, different material. So I don't know how much I like that, just because I feel like it kind of throws it off. Like you can tell that they're two different colors. The black probably looks a lot nicer because black is black no matter what. But it's still nice. I still like it. The polymer feels really smooth, really nice. Doesn't feel like cheap polymer. I'm gonna have to switch the charging handle because I'm right-handed. So, you know, if I'm loading up, left hand, bam, just like on the AR, right? If you have an AR, you pull the charging handle with your left hand. Well, here, you know, I could pull it on the left side, but it's on the right side. So, you know, I guess either way it works. You have the butt stock here. So there you go. You can fold it. You guys see, we got the iron sights here, so obviously you can raise it and lower it. They got super high up, but there's that. And of course, if you guys know the difference between the Scar L and the Scar H, Scar L uses M4 magazines, Scar H uses Scar H magazines. It's just a different ammo type. The Scar L shoots a 5.56, whereas the Scar H shoots a 308. So of course it's gonna be a little bit bigger. Anyways, let's get into it. And we're back. Now, I might look a little bit different. The reason for that is because the first portion of this video was recorded 2 months ago. Now, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I wanted to actually play with it before I came in here and did a review. And of course, with the trip to California and life in general, that's why it's taking so long. But this won't be any different for you guys because it'll just be a cut and edit and it'll just be the same. But I do want to let you guys know that this thing right here was probably the best purchase I think I've made in Airsoft. If you guys are fans of gas blowbacks, which obviously this is a gas blowback, the fact that I'm able to run HPA on this makes this thing so much better. The quality of this thing is phenomenal. We can obviously see that by playing with it, touching it, looking at it. But the performance of this thing, I mean, man, after playing with this, I'm probably never gonna buy another AEG, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I have an HPA system. I could run gas blowbacks on HPA. Like, why buy anything else? Like, I'm just gonna buy gas blowbacks. Now, of course, I do think if I had to give any advice to anybody that might be thinking about doing what I'm doing, running gas blowback on HPA, get a gas blowback that has a lot of aftermarket parts. If something breaks, you want to be able to buy a replacement part or maybe an upgradable part, however you want to look at it, so that way you can fix it. The point I'm trying to make is that if you have aftermarket parts available to you, it's going to save you in the long run. I ran 3s at about 180 PSI and I was pushing like 1.8 joules. So I was obviously fine. It worked great. But the point is that this thing here shot very hard, very accurate. I mean, as you guys will see when the gameplay video drops, this thing is awesome. The thing about this Scar, the hop up, I don't know, I might be able to look and see if I can upgrade the hop up. The hop up isn't bad, but it rotates like a quarter of an inch. Like that's it. It's just, I don't know, it's like a quick twist. And so it's very precise, and I still haven't really found the sweet spot for it. I mean, of course, it depends on the ammo you're running, but for what I was running, I was still shooting a little bit high. Like I couldn't really quite get it, but it worked for what we were doing. I personally enjoyed it. Like I said at the beginning of this, I do think it was probably the best purchase that I made, and I'm probably not gonna buy any more AEGs. If I can run all gas blowbacks on HPA, there's no reason to ever buy another AEG, because gas blowbacks are obviously fun because of the realism, but then you're also able to run HPA on it. And they do use a little bit more air than like a normal HPA. You know, normal HPA engine, it's like an AEG where it's got like that, it's like a piston. I don't know if it's an actual piston, but like there's a thing that hits the BB and the BB goes flying out. Whereas a gas blowback, it has to use the actual air or gas, whatever, to shoot the BB, and then the bolt is oscillating, so that's gonna take a little bit extra. So of course, you're gonna run an air Quaker. I have a 48 cubic, 3000 PSI tank. You get about 1500 shots if you had a normal HPA, but with a gas blowback, I think I got maybe 600, maybe 700 shots out of it. So if your field has an air compressor, then of course you can fill up your tank as much as you want. But if your field doesn't, then you have to keep that in mind. You probably want to buy an extra tank. Now that's also just this weapon here, this SCAR. Every gas blowback will use a little bit different. So maybe something else might be more efficient, but this thing here, it takes a lot of air, I'll tell you that. But that doesn't like affect the performance. It's still gonna shoot just as good. It's just you're gonna run out of air. Depends on how much you're shooting, I guess. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Keep your eye on the channel for the gameplay for this, so you guys can really see how it performs, and you can really make your opinion at that point. But if you have any questions, you can always ask me in the comments. I welcome all comments. You could just be like, hey, you look really good today. I don't know, I'm just kidding. Anyway, hit this thing with a like. I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.